This is Truth Goddess Tarot 777. Today's reading is for Sagittarius. Just for Sag. Sagittarius, be so kind to hit the like button. If there is a hype button, I don't know if there it is. If there is, hit that button as well. Also, show your support, share the messages so that more Sagittariuses will know about Truth Goddess Rose 777 and this channel as well. For you new Saggies, check out the description box. All the information is there. If there's something you need to know about me, or if you'd like a personal reading, everything is there. Now, let me take a look and see who is all here. Right. Also, join the channel, guys. I have a membership. Very inexpensive. Take a look. So, let's see who's here. Thank you. By the way, happy Venus Day. So, and again, I appreciate all you guys. Let's do this. Who's here? Tamar. Oh, Vaughn. Hi, Vaughn. I believe, Vaughn, I think you're a member. The art release to Grand, what you say? Found a eagle. You found the eagle's feather. Okay. Yeah, that's a blessing. That's your ancestors trying to speak to you. I feel like that's what that is. I believe that's like a message from them talking to you, Vaughn. Yep. Anyway, I have a goal, guys. Every day I'm going to put a goal here to try to accomplish before the closing of the reading. If you would be inclined, it's your choice. But let's take a look and see what's going on overall. Let's check out the moon energy. What is the moon energy for Saggies this Venus day? Oh, wow, a new start is coming. So there's a new start that's coming. Wonder what that start will be. A new start is coming. Then this card drop. Yeah. Be bold and make the first move. So there's a new start that you're going to be someone. If it's not you, somebody else. There was a new start. There will be a new start. And a bold move will be taken. Yep. Because communication is key. Let's see. Ease. Three, three, four. Y'all know how I do on Fridays. I try to take it easy. Hit the like button, people. Thank you. All right. So it's about someone making a first move. A new start is coming. So a start to begin, it could be anything. Be bold to make the first move because communication is the key. So it's a matter of doing something if you want something to happen. So this might have been a third party person or somebody wanting to start a beginning with you because of your status. Yeah, somebody wants to be bold and have a new beginning with you, a passionate new beginning. Now, if this person didn't want to start a beginning with you, this is somebody who made a move to someone else. This may be somebody that's on social media. Somebody has been in their mind about making a move towards you. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who's sort of passionate about a connection and they're inspired to make this move. This person is What Am I Going to Do by Tyrese. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So somebody is inspired about making the first move, but they need to know, what should I do? All the time. So someone is hoping that through their confusion, that spirit is advising them to make a move towards you. This is what they're hoping. A fated encounter will happen. See, this happened to someone else where they made a move toward a Jezebel. Amazing. Another live. I love the sincerity of it. Hello. I appreciate your support. So this person offered, what am I gonna do? So somebody made an offer to a Jezebel. No surprise there, right? That's why the Ten of Swords is there, because they got their heart broke. They were sincere about this offer to a trick, a 304. This was the choice they made. This is the decision that they made. This was a true decision. They felt like, oh, I ran into her. Oh, I saw him. Oh, yeah, that was God's work. This was destined to be. You know what? I know this will eliminate the confusion that I've been feeling about this person. I know this is all spiritual. I know Spirit has said that is your person. But guess what? They had an epiphany, if that's the right way to say it. They had an epiphany when they had to lay back and see those swords above this person's body. They felt like they died a slow death. Because this was a person who was with someone for up to 10 years. This person felt like this was God's work. Now, depending on what God they follow, it was. It was. Maybe not the spirit God that you follow, but the spirit God that they follow. There are many gods. People be sitting up there praying. You got to be careful when people talking about they pray to God. What God? And then they talk about lords. There's many lords. Okay. Lords. People don't understand that Christianity stuff. Or a lot of these sub-cultured religions. They use words. You have to listen to the words being spoken. See, this person felt like there was a God telling them, go all in, be sincere, falling in love again, right? What am I going to do? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to choose the path because I believe God said this was the person for me. Whoever this person is, they're very spiritual, or at least, I don't, 100. This is a person that I feel like they believe they're spiritual, and I think they're indoctrinated. That's what it is. This person's indoctrinated. But they were always driven by sex. They always wanted a new start with this person. But overall, it was a karmic lesson that, you lead with your wand, your yoni. It can get you in a place in a 10 of swords. So this person led with their root chakra. They led with that because they're a mutt. I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. They're a mutt. And they realize that right now they do. They realize it. They're sitting back and they're thinking, oh, wow. Why didn't I reject that person? Why did I choose the path to think that I could have a happy family or have some love or have someone that truly was into me, somebody that wanted to build with me? Why did I think if I saw them on social media that that was some sort of sign? Why did I believe that me taking the first move was God's way of saying, go do it, go do it, go do it? This is what they did when they were with you. They were behind the scenes going through all these trials and tribulations in their mind. They would meditate. They would speak to what Lord or God, whoever they followed. And they believed that Spirit said, reject Sag. Turn your back on them. Go on. Make the first move. But what you need to do is make sure you open up that big mouth and start talking. Even though they shut you out, they turned their back. They had very little conversation with you. But they felt like Spirit said, oh yeah, go ahead. You're excited about this person anyway. They make you happy. They bring out joy in you. You know you want it. You can have a family with this Jezebel. But first, you got to get with them. Got to hook up. Got to speak. Speak your truth. Because you know what? It's how you feel. Who cares what anybody else feels? I don't care that I'm talking to Sag. What's the point? I'm not even in love with them. Hey, it was all sex anyway. I don't care about them. Let me just move on with this. And this is the thoughts they had with this Gemini energy, Libra, Aquarius. They wanted something different anyway. They were 2211. They were thinking to themselves, I want something more passionate, something different. Maybe if I get with this person, I need to go ahead and I need to think long and hard before I do this though. How am I going to reject Sag? How? This is what this person was deliberating about, guys, with the Four of Swords. They were always deliberating, thinking how they could get rid of you. How? What do I need to do? First of all, I got to be able to tell them, yes, it is in the extra, right? Yes, it is. It's in the extra. So they felt like, yeah, the extra was for them to make the first move to let you go. They wanted to let you go, but they didn't know how to go about doing it. So they thought, again, this person spent many nights thinking about how they could end the connection with you. Person is very manipulative, very calculating. They were very calculating so that they could have this hookup with this person who they felt was destined for them to be with. But truth is, game is over. It's over. Whoever they planned to get with, it was all Spirit's karmic lesson. It was a karmic lesson. To just discard people how you want when you see something. You're not loyal to anyone, not even to yourself. This person wasn't even loyal to themselves. So how in the world could any Sag feel this person would be loyal to you? Maybe you thought they were, but game is over now. They've been played. Because when they went off with this Knight of Cups with a sincere love offer, This is how they put the pieces together. They felt like they had this revelation that this was a new opportunity to change. You know, it seems like they were with this person at one point in time, maybe 10 years ago, and they ran into them. This is somebody that they were hoping they would run into. They hoped that this would be something that was destined. It was predetermined. This is what Spirit had wanted for this person. This was all an illusion. This was to keep them confused because they don't really know themselves. See, this person, if they knew themselves, if they truly knew who they were and who they are, they wouldn't have bought the lust that was thrown at them. But it was the drugs, it was the lust, it wasn't love, it was lust. And they thought, oh, she's pregnant, she's expecting. This was all God's plan for me. This is what they wanted. Game over. It didn't work out like that. It was just all a game. She's pregnant. See, they hooked up with this person, and this person told them that they were pregnant. They thought this person was expecting a child. So this is when they decided to end the connection with you. So all along, this person was really sleeping behind your back with this person. Could have been up to 10 months, whatever. They were with this person, and they were told by this Jezebel that she was expecting a child. So they thought in honor, because they're so honorable, they have all these high standards and more ground, right? This person, yeah, right. They felt like they had to tell you that it was over. And the way they did it was sloppy. It was out of just a random time. Looks like this person was they had to juice themselves up with some drugs or something. They had to get juiced up. Maybe the Jezebel laid it thick on him or her. And that's what gave them the confidence to communicate with you, to tell you that it was over. But it was all lust-based. So this was a karmic lesson. There was never a child. And if it wasn't theirs. It was all self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Hey, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Go look that lyric up. Move on. Move on. Spirits told you as a high priestess, move on from this rat. Because you're too good anyway. You're a boss. So when you were moved out of the way, it was to protect you from the evil that this person had within them. See, this is malicious and dirty and downright mean and evil. Because they're really a bully. They're a bully. This person may not be dark complected. It was in reverse. This person may be light complected. It was in reverse. So skin tones doesn't matter, but they're out here. Lighter and dark skinned complexion. And it keeps coming out. She was pregnant with my child. This is a real soap opera. She was pregnant with my child. I can't make this up. I gotta marry her now. What? I gotta tell Sag I'm in love with someone else who's really a boss. But that person betrayed them because she or he was never a good person. It was all jealousy secretly to break up you and them. because it was a family matter, family ties. It was all true love, but it was an unexpected day and time for the Most High to break up this illusion. Remember, the lies and deception, the family secrets with the short woman who was a queen of wands. She's now exposed. Who says to that person, I'll never let you go. See, they gaslit this person because really the queen of wands, that Jezebel said, true love escapes me. So I'll just play mind games with you. This is what they did to the person, which in turn frustrated them. Now they're angry, so they got on the internet surfing for sex. Remember, they were on social media. This is how it all played out after they broke up from you. A page, a child, doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Dark energy follows this person and that Jezebel because they refuse to get along with their parents. These are very sadistic, angry, bitter people. That's why Spirit moved you out the way as a high priestess. You didn't know what was going on. However, there was domestic violence somewhere along the line between the Jezebel and the person you were with, while the entire time Spirit was watching over you. Who doesn't cheat? Duh. This is how they saw it. I'm telling you, they have no problems with their community, right? So this is who they got with. Somebody that was too many lies. We were being recorded during the act. Some people may have been, no more chances, bitch. This is how you see it. This person may have cheated with a sibling of yours, possible. Very deceptive. This Jezebel, of course, is in the adult entertainment industry. She works here, she works in that line of work. And this is who they wanted to connect with, somebody that was sadomasochist. Someone who could whoop their... It was a pleasurable treat for this person. Yeah. So now we know this person's backstory as to why they did what they did. When the connection between you and them was abrupt, it was because they were in a connection with someone that may have been recording them during the act. So it's like they were being bullied, trapped. But they were also so loyal to their family, the family that was jealous of you, who didn't want to see that this person may have really found true love. So their family coerced this person secretly to end a connection with you because they said you really weren't a good person. There was jealousy. There was all a betrayal for this person to learn a karmic lesson, to go within. Because again, when it comes to entrepreneurship, it takes a real boss. You're the person that was the boss. You guys will be married. So if this person allowed their family that are a tribe of evil people to convince them that you were someone that was very dark when you were really somebody very spiritual and gifted. They said, move on from that high priestess. They didn't know that's what you were, but it was a setup to self-destruct this person, to believe that lust would overrule any kind of true emotion, that they were too stubborn to see that this was all a setup. That's what this is, guys. Now they sit back with this Neptune energy dreaming about you. Yeah, it's like somebody allowed other people to manipulate them. But they had their own demons to deal with. The David and Goliath story. The fact that you guys were just too good to be true, being so optimistic, believing that them having great chemistry with you to fall in love again would be something that they weren't willing to take the chance to do. Because in reality, there were many secrets with this person. And this card has been coming out a lot. This is why they felt more comfortable with a Jezebel. Because remember, the card with the Jezebel came out as a lesbian. So they have so much in common. This is why they felt the need that all the stars were aligned. They wanted to be with someone who they felt was expecting a child, which in turn they could have this family, which they had all, they just saw the stars aligning. They thought this was it. Everything is just working out just the way I want it. And what they learned was that it was all a test. It was just a test. It was just a lesson. It was all a test. Just because, now this person, North Node, see, this current life, this person knew that in 84 months, you guys do the math. See, I told you they were with this person probably up to 7 to 10 years, this Jezebel. They knew that this person expecting a baby, oh, you, high priest, keeps coming out. They knew that you were very powerful and that you did a lot of things within yourself, things that you had not revealed as a high priestess. You have a lot of sacred knowledge as a divine feminine. You're able to understand the subconscious mind in relationships and in life. Yeah, in life and relationships with the Libra energy coming out, an air sign. You understand love. Spirit is saying there's going to be a new love, a new romantic beginning, which you'll catch feelings for someone else. This is something that this person, they definitely lack any kind of understanding because their intuition was blocked by lust. As a high priestess, that's not something that, if you're on a high vibration, you're not gonna, you see clear through things. Like I said, this person's, the way they think, the way they move, it's all based on lust. They're not able to balance life with the Sagittarius energy, Temperance. They're not able to see through how divine you were and how balanced you were and are. This person doesn't know that you had powerful ancestors that constantly spoke to you, guided you, showed you, taught you who this person really was and what their whole lifestyle really evolved to become. Now you have psychic abilities. This person is someone that has a princess behavior mentality. They prefer to be treated like you. Hey guys, I did a general reading on Truth Goddess Tarot channel that talks about these energies, the princess behavior. That is someone that is really, y'all see the card. See, this is a male that wanted to be treated like a princess when they were with you, by the way. See, a Jezebel is not going to stand for that. Impulsiveness and avoidance. You know, they wanted all the attention all the time, and they wanted all the money all the time. This is why this Jezebel started a new connection with this person, even insinuating to the person that they could start a new business together. This is the magic that this person had over them. This is why they had these communication blocks and this confusion. and the deceit and learning the ill intentions and the lack of energy that they discovered when they were in the Four of Swords. So it's like now this person is realizing that the magic, I feel like they believe that they had some sort of black magic or dark magic bestowed on to them, because this person for some reason feels that they have some sort of magical powers or something. They feel like they are this gifted individual. They feel that way. They do. See, but their stuff is always blocked. Their here it is, candle work. Their stuff is always blocked. This is why they fight to try to like retrieve certain energies from within themselves. That's why they got caught up and they were confused by the spiritual awakening that they felt. The spirit was saying this was a fated encounter to run into this Jezebel. No, it was really a karmic lesson. It wasn't, I would say, like fated the way they thought it was fated. It was orchestrated, yeah, for them to see how desperate they were. Spirit already knew that this person would betray you. This is why they moved you out the way, because they know this person's intentions in their heart. They'd rather have friendships rather than lovers. So if you were a lover with this person, they really valued the friendship with that other person. And they actually prefer men. They're male lovers. As a male, I prefer top with my, person, my male people. Like, they have a lot going on, guys. I literally don't know if you guys seen it all with this person. Now life has been slowed down for this person. I feel like they're a Capricorn, Aquarius, or they definitely have this Capricorn, Aquarius energy in their chart pretty heavy. Because Capricorn teaches us lessons. This was a karmic lesson for you all to learn really how long and who this person is this lifetime. Because I don't believe in a past lifetime you knew you were dealing with somebody that was soft as butter. That's what it is. This person is someone that rejected the connection because they're really not into, they're not into heterosexual connections. That's like what they do is the devil's work. We're in the Aquarian age. This person has a lot of that in their chart. They could be an Aquarius. Scorpio does things in the dark, at night, secretive. This is a person that gets very attached and they like to bond with souls. So this Jezebel had a strong connection with this person because they all enjoyed kinky. That's what I'm saying. So this person was never focused in reverse on work or working with you. They were never. They're into sadomasochists. That's who they're a sadomasochist. So they enjoy, unusual things. See, now they're seeing with the Four Swords that their blockages have been exposed to them to realize that this was a karmic soulmate. These people that they were with were karmic connections, both men and women. See, they're interested in that. Scorpio is someone that does things kind of kinky, like that. And then Scorpio is an energy that deals with a particular, here it is, the illusion, Pisces, Aries. I'm telling y'all, they're fire, water. They're not a lot of earth. Whoever the person you were dealing with, there's not a lot of earth in their chart. No, they're not grounded. They're very, they're different. Very different. And we're all different. But this person was, I feel like you guys were used as a, how long have I been here? Okay. I feel like this connection with you was a person, like you were like arm candy for this person. See, love and the Ten of Swords. See, this person used you as a person, because I keep looking at these cards and it keeps saying what they prefer with men. This is another card. With men. Everything is with men. Men. Y'all see that? Everything is with men. So this person really is really in love with men. A female Sagittarius, the person that you were in a connection with, that's really where their true passion lies. Especially with that Scorpio energy. This is someone that goes real deep and heavy with their partners. So they were deep and heavy with this Jezebel. What does the Jezebel have to say now that I'm talking about her? Because she was used as a catalyst when they had the hookup with the Jezebel. See, this was somebody who they wanted to have a family with. Like, I know that society tends to make people think that a lot of these 304s out here are the perfect mates for building a family with, having a happy life with, changing and transforming a 304 to a wife. That's what this person wanted. Although you're not like that, you are an empress. This person was more interested in seeing the evolution of a karmic lover become something that was never in that person's heart. They want the person to be more like you. Crazy as it sounds, because they don't want you. You're the original. You're high priestess. You have standards and morals. This person that they wanted to see be this high society person is not in her or him to be. They're here for a purpose too. This Jezebel was here to awaken this person, just like you were awakened to learn who this person is. I'm telling y'all, this Jezebel don't believe in nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Except for this, the Ace of Wands. That's it. Traveling to people, moving on, connecting to third parties, doing spells, trying to block people from learning who their true person is, or all of that. That's what that Jezebel does. That Jezebel purposely goes in the lives of unhealed people. The person you were in a connection was unhealed. And this is why this Jezebel was able to sway them to believe that all they needed to do was end the connection by telling you what it was. And they needed to be bold to make this first move to end the connection with you. Well, Spirit wanted this person to learn a karmic lesson through you. It was all interconnected. Everybody plays a role. Okay? Everybody plays a role. The karmic played a role. The Jezebel played a role. The person, all for this person to miss an opportunity with you. This is what the Jezebel was here to do. To get this person distracted to believe that all the things that they were into together would block them from seeing the true lesson that they were supposed to learn. That's the read, Sag. I'm out of here. Yep, that's the news. See? I told y'all, this person was foolish to believe that this Jezebel would be the one that would be there for them. They foolishly took a leap of faith and they got the beat down. They're learning this was a karmic lesson That's what they're realizing, that lust is not love, and that moving from relationship to relationship and not really being true and honest to themselves was not going to cover up the obvious pain and hurt that this person has been living their entire life. As you can see, the things that they're into are very dark and demonic. So these things are now being exposed so that you know who this person really is. They're not who you thought they were. They're a very wounded individual who self-sabotages any person or any connection that feels kind of halfway decent. No, they're more comfortable with Jezebels and people like that. That has nothing to do with changing who you are. It's them, not you. That's the reading, Sag. I'm going to close this reading. You know what? Separation. And Spirit is calling your soulmate in. So you were on assignment. It was all deceptive. The chemistry they thought they had, the heart-to-heart conversations they had, the financing and the career changes this Jezebel told this person they would do if they would just give it a chance and we could get to know each other this time around. But Spirit is saying that this person had this connection in a past life and they were supposed to learn to love themselves first. Because it seemed like they put their family first, the Jezebels first, every and anything besides themselves. And you, because you were there to make a, so that this person could see that it seems like they were being manipulated by everybody, their family, their lovers, their male and female lovers, the Jezebels, everybody, their family ties. Everybody has something to say to this person about their life. It's like their intuition was blocked. Here it is. Their intuition was always being blocked. Blockages exposed. Now they're seeing that everybody who they had assumed was for them really wasn't. It was all magic so that they could get some sort of payoff with this person. They were being used by the people around them. Yep. That's the reading, Sag. I'm going to pull one more card. Let's pull a card here. I think, no, I'll do that for the next reading. Yeah. In reverse. See? The Hermit. See, they're all alone. They're all alone. Oops. Oh, my goodness. It's in reverse. This person is trying to come out of hiding now. See, this is how they're living now. They're by themselves. They needed to be to deal with their brokenness from their family, their friends, their so-called friends. All right, Sage, I'm out of here. One last card. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, everybody that they connected with, lovers, friends, whoever, all these different people. We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah. So they were in third-party connections, and this is what they would run off to do. Can't show y'all the cards, but that's the reading. Bye.